sharp. So we'll see how it goes in game one. Fire, good first touch, but couldn't follow it up with a quality shot. Pinch out to the middle. JoJo Cats was looking for a teammate. Now Busso there gets that pass into the middle. Dream feeling. Able to put that one away and achieves, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
It's a good start for Nova, but there's a lot more Rocket League to be played. Cargo, an uncharacteristic bounce, miss off the back wall, and normally can always depend on him to make a quality read and at least get the challenge off. Tough break, but a nice push-up field from Busso to get things started.
And I love that play that he made where you drive into the ball. You don't jump, you drive into it and pass it off the wall to yourself. And he was able to get another hit. That was what got it to the middle.
Whoa. Titanium wants a second look at that.
And the dunk, that one barely missing out. That was a close call.
Yeah.
So, just hammering that to the corner. We're seeing a little bit of confusion even there on the back line for Arizona.
Great pass from Titanium. Busso just a little too far forward, and look at Fire. Aggressive, forcing Nova to respect their approach on offense.
Planning Cargo is able to jump over that bump attempt. JoJo taking a little too much time in the corner, and that shot off the crossbar bouncing out. Arizona getting away with murder there.
Oh, man. Great command there from Cargo off the surprise touch from Titanium. And again, Fire forced to just punch the ball up the field a lot like they were versus Akron. See if they make a good challenge on the way out. But it's tough so far. Nova's stingy defense in the midfield.
Nova has been controlling this game right from the get-go. There was that early chance for Fire that he didn't really get much of a shot on. That really only, the only Arizona chance that comes to mind. Busso over to Dream Feeling, who hits it upfield, and a team bump. That could have been bad.
No problem.
You don't want that on the highlights.
You definitely don't want that one to be in the post-game reel. But Nova definitely a great presence here in the midfield, commanding enough boost to always be in position, make the touch, win the ball back, preventing this U of A offense from getting started. This is a wonderful game one, and Titanium with a chance.
Titanium. The window for the double tap was there. He just didn't get the accurate shot. Went for a triple tap, didn't have the boost in the tank. But still, Northern Virginia. I don't think this ball has really left Arizona's half.
Not in a while.
Dream Feeling could chip, chase that down, and that one's bouncing off.
Awkward.
A miss from Cargo, and the cleanup goal for Busso.
This one just pops right through. Dream Feeling gets an uncontested ball, and JoJo Cats, it goes off his car, and Cargo, he's facing backwards, so it's a pretty difficult ball to handle delicately because he knows it's going to be a tough situation with pressure coming down on him, and he misses that first touch.
You don't really expect that bounce.
Yeah.
You don't really expect that bounce off your teammate. Northern Virginia holding all the cards as we move past the halfway point.
Great game one here from the Nighthawks, and a big double demo.
Aggression coming out from Northern Virginia. Cargo getting a piece of the action. But it has been crickets. Now Titanium tested. Busso, good speed. Now shot opportunity. Fire's gonna put it high, and Dream Feeling clears it off to the side.
Nice, great demo. Big save from Busso diving back into the net. U of A definitely starting to get the wheels turning here. But time is a factor. Just under 90 seconds. It's a lot to ask against this Nova team that really has not had to play any defense at all yet.
They really haven't, but they did struggle to close out games in the first series that they played. So a win here, that would set them on the right path. Still looking for their first win as they were swept in the first series. Dream Feeling, touch that out to the corner. Lots of space, no one from Arizona getting to that ball. Bouncing off the backboard. Cargo Try to push that out. The pop. Back to the corner. Titanium stayed in with no boost left. Cargo missing that challenge. Dream Feeling was about 10 boosts short of another goal.
Nice. Good approach from that touch from Titanium. He's not trying to shoot the ball, just win it back and waste more time. 2-goal lead feels good, but you're never too sure against a team like U of A.
And you saw Dream Feeling taking out JoJo, who was the target of that fire pass. Demos galore, and now another goal. 11 seconds left on the clock. Northern Virginia up by 3, a commanding victory in game 1.
I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've ever seen U of A just get put in a headlock and never be able to leave their hat for an entire game. That has happened so few times over the 3 seasons that we've seen these guys. And here's another one. And from Nova, an excellent game 1 from them here.
And Nova, a 3-0 demolition over Arizona. And I was not expecting that at Chiefs. I was expecting more of a fight from Arizona, but Nova, they controlled the game from kickoff.
And Jeeves, you called that. You said Northern Virginia had a definite chance, and they got the win there. And we actually got to catch up with some of Titanium's teammates earlier and hear what they thought about it.
Titanium is definitely a player to look out for.
He's a good mechanical player.
Titanium's our team's best player. He's probably the best player in CRL.
Of the 3 players, I think he's the most consistent. He's a lot of times in the right spot where he needs to be on the field.
He's the real playmaker of the team.
You can't really play around him. You have to play with him, and that's when we really do well as a team.
He's definitely the player I'm looking out for on Nova that's going to be the one to, perform well and carry the team.
Nighthawks, they're currently 1 up on the series here. And interesting to hear some perspective from some non-teammates as well.
Well, they're absolutely right. I mean, Titanium has been the playmaker throughout the course of the season. But at the same time, Buso's my lights-out guy right now.
No, he's been that guy for me, especially that first play where he was able to pass it off the wall to himself, then get the center to start things out, looking very sharp. And Nova, if they keep playing like that, this might be a quick series.
Well, and the thing is, I just wonder, again, Arizona's a team that we've seen be very, very energetic, very emotional. This is a team that carries a lot on charisma and stuff. I want to see them get their wits back about them, or this might be a very quick series.
We'll find out. Game 2. See if we picked up where we left off.
But here's the thing. U of A started to figure Akron out as that series went on.
They certainly did. That game 3, Arizona put Akron in a headlock, which was something that I had not seen. See which version of Arizona comes out to play.
This is a big game 2. You need to establish that you figured whatever was happening out in game 1 from U of A. You can go down 0-2 again all you want, but it's not a position you can afford to be in an elimination game, no matter how good you are at adapting. The stats don't work in your favor if you go down 0-2. You need to get something going here in game 2.
Especially if you're gearing up for a long run. You're, in the lower bracket. The shot blocked by Titanium, but they're going to have to play a lot of games. So putting yourself in that situation would be a rough start. Good pass out to Cargo, and a dunk. It's going to roll back, kick out, and Dream Feeling with a big clear right to Titanium. The pitch is going to send it right back towards net. Is it in? Off the post, and Cargo will finish it off. A bit of a gift for Arizona.
It's funny because Titanium was going up to catch that ball and then realized someone from U of A is going to be there. Started to cut more aggressively to go cut it out, and Fire just slammed right into him, popped it right back towards his net.
See if that momentum for Arizona will continue. That challenge from Fire was massive, and he has been very good on the challenges. Great speed from him, getting rebound goal opportunities to his teammates.
Oh, Cargo, great save, Titanium. I thought he was just going to dribble all 3 of the Wildcats there, and pressure applied. Buso can't tap it under the crossbar.
And we did see that happen already with Buzz last series, dribbling the Arizona defense. Fire will send this high. JoJo wanted to bump Titanium, but Titanium still gets a hit. You see both players in the same spot. A challenge win and another challenge from Cargo. What is that Batmobile made of?
I mean, this is just Cargo just.
He went through his own teammate.
You can see
and
Fire
two
shaking in
opponents.
his head like, what are you doing, man? That was great. That's the epitome of U of A. It's get out of my way, I'm scoring.
And he certainly did. Cargo flexing on everyone, even his own teammates, to get that ball in. Now the pass, Dream feeling that touch important.
That's not good.
Fire racing back, only one small pad, but that pinch sent it out, and then you saw the side flip from Titanium.
But it was dangerous as well. They did beat U of A. They had pretty much an open net. If Busso could have tracked it down, it would have been something.
Now a good bounce out to the middle. Shot opportunity. That one finished by Busso.
Nice shot from Nova. They catch U of A starting to push up the field. Cargo and JoJo double commit, and Cargo just doesn't have the time to recover, actually.
And JoJo just didn't get a good enough challenge on that ball. Had to get there, flip into it, wasn't able to, and it was the perfect bounce off the corner. Busso, your MVP, and that bump on Dream feeling. Now the shot testing Cargo. The recovery.
Second one. Nice bailout from Fire there, coming across the box. You can't believe in Cargo to make 3 saves in a row.
Pinch back, and we've seen so many pinches go back towards the Nova net. Northern Virginia perhaps want to reconsider how they approach those challenges.
Definitely. It's cost him a couple awkward scenarios. Actually, Fire got that one into the top left-hand corner. I wasn't sure he was even going to have a chance on net here.
And Dream Feeling Split was a little messed up from the bump, and then Cargo's beautiful little touch. And what a finish from Fire. You can see him getting hyped.
This is a game 2 you needed if you're a Wildcat fan. Got to come out here and show that just because Nova crushed you in game 1, not phased. And they get the offense rolling here, but game definitely not over. Just under 2 minutes, a lot of time.
And the clears have been there for Arizona this game. Continuing to get them out, and then also the fortunate bounces off the challenges. They've really gone Arizona's way. Arizona, 50-50 monsters. See if that keeps up. Cargo with the boost, going for an air dribble clear. Trying to keep it out of the hands of Dream Feeling. Now back to Fire. Fire up the wall. We'll leave it for Cargo. Cargo, first touch. Gets the second off the ceiling, sends it to the corner. You can see they're just trying to take time off the clock. Shot towards net. JoJo racing in there for a bump. Now we'll have to get back on defense.
Oh, that was it. I didn't even realize there was a guy coming in, but Nova definitely had a small gap to put the ball in, and with just under a minute, that one's got to slip in between the goalposts.
It was an important moment. Fire had misread that bounce. It was a tough read. Busso. JoJo gets it by. Now back towards net. No one's back. Dream Feeling denied by Fire.
Big dodge of the demo approach and a big stop. Cargo forced into a weird spot though because JoJo couldn't get a good touch, and the weak clear means the demo comes through. Titanium scores the open net.
You're right. Cargo needed a much better hit. He just pops it up. Titanium with the shot, and the demo clears the back line. So Northern Virginia, 24 seconds left. A chance to equalize and potentially force overtime. But off kickoff, that demo.
Nice pass.
That was a huge demo. Now on the other end, JoJo has to get there. Does get there in time.
Like the idea, but it almost backfired. It's through Fire's head, and Cargo in another weird spot. Titanium close on the challenge, and that might be it.
So clears it across the field. Fire just has to let it hit. He hits it down, and Arizona answer back with a win in game 2.
Close call for U of A, but they do pull through. The pressure gets to them a couple of different times in Nova. Cargo got hung out to dry a little bit because JoJo didn't quite make a quality.
But that, and I didn't catch who got the demo, but JoJo Cats almost scored off kickoff. It bounced off post.
Yeah.
But that defensive demo, it took him out before the shot even came in. That was as close as it gets. So it gave them that chance, and there were a few chances it seemed like for Northern Virginia where the net was vulnerable and they just couldn't get the shot quick enough on net just from, not having enough boost, but that was a very close game. Nova almost bringing it back.
And that was one of those classic examples of demos on offense actually kind of strengthening the back line. The goal was completely open if it wasn't for that one demoed player that spawned back there. So possibly could come through, but at this point we still have the situation of first goal has meant the win in every single game.
Yeah,
we have yet to have a person go down and then actually come
So
back
how about
and win.
this? How about we just call it after the first
Let's
goal?
do it. Let's just
All
play
right.
Golden Goal Rocket League.
Yeah, for the
First
rest
goal
of the
wins.
national
Should be
championship.
a crazy tournament. How differently people would play if it was just overtime the whole time.
That would be
actually
horrible.
nuts.
I think that would be
Be a
horrible.
nice fast tournament. This is already a pretty fast
Kickoff
tournament,
goals
though.
get really annoying. once
Yeah,
you
that
do
would be 3
For sure.
seconds in getting a goal.
But okay, so we've seen both teams get a win. Now we're guaranteed at least game 4. And a reminder, this is an elimination match. You lose this match, you go home, you're done here. Any new thoughts? Any new evaluations after getting to watch 2 different matches?
U of A, no, actually. It kind of played out as just as I thought it would, I feel, in that game, too. You need to get the offense going. They did just that. The clear's coming through a lot better. The challenge is tightened up. And U of A gets a little bit more operating room to work with, and they turn it into a win.
We'll see how the rest of the series shapes up. Game 1 was so dominant from Northern Virginia. But the Wildcats bounced back in game 2. Also had some really good challenge bounces. Now we see it going Northern Virginia's way. Cargo will send that to the backboard.
Not a good clear. And a big second effort from Busso there. That first touch coming off his wall was rough.
JoJo taking his time off the back wall. Getting those key touches is so important to Chiefs. You mistouch it, especially when you're in front of net, you can give up those goals that just lose you the game.
It's very dangerous. And a nice lay down here, and here's a chance for Nova, but Fire already on the back line.
So he didn't get the challenge, but he did get that boost seal. Off the ceiling and down, Busso will send it up the sideline. Dream feeling waiting. Gets it back down, now bouncing off Fire. Fire with the follow-up hit. Attempt to clear, center ball from Titanium. Challenge comes out. The right ideas from Northern Virginia.
It's got to feel so good to have a guy like Cargo in the net, though, if you're U of A, because if I'm going to pick one goalie in all of CRL, it's going to be Planty Cargo.
And we've seen him get those 3v1 stops. He has been rock solid for Arizona. Center ball, Fire just missing that, perhaps going for the block. He saw that a Northern Virginia play was there. Now up above the backboard. Chance for Fire out of boost. He'll be out of the play for a while. Counterattack opportunity. But Cargo again at the midfield kills that attack. Fire keeping control. Titanium up the sideline. He's going to go for the flick. Pass is out. Chance for Dream, and Dream sends it to the top corner. What a play.
That's the moneymaker for Nova right there. Titanium, the perfect timing with the touch off the corner to get behind it, beat the defender on the wall, out to the corner. Dream feeling right there for it. Oh, Titanium.
That's how you write it up on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Perfectly executed. Off kickoff, Arizona's been pretty good, or they were at least against Akron. But off kickoff, Northern Virginia keeping their cool. Challenge, will send it down. Dream has no boost, goes for the hit. Cargo.
Cargo thought he had boost that whole time until he realized he saw him jump off. Was like, oh, never mind, we're okay.
And he was forced to hit it to the corner. And it bounced right back out. Another scoring chance was had for Northern Virginia. JoJo. Off the corner, not the greatest hit by Busso, and Cargo will punish him for it.
Eat that up, Wildcats. That is not a good touch here from Busso. Trying to get the long clear up the pitch, but just doesn't get all the way behind it. Ends up hitting it off the corner above his own net, and Cargo was waiting on it.
And that's always the danger when you go for those clears, that you just blast it off the ceiling and it bounces straight down. Now off kickoff, Cargo.
Huge stop.
Oh,
Titanium.
Had to get that if Fire
Oh,
gets
it's
that
open.
past him. And now that, the crossbar and down. Titanium going for the double. And that crossbar, that was the difference. If that bounces straight out, you get the double tap. But it bounced down below the oncoming player and then bounced out. A tough break for Northern Virginia.
Those are difficult reads to make under pressure, and that's a pass across to JoJo Cassidy, sneaks it wide. Cargo trying to finish it off. Triple commit from Nova. It's all the way back to Series 1, and Fire will turn in the go-ahead goal.
You called it in Chiefs. Northern Virginia just crumbling in this moment. They had the open net chance. They weren't able to finish, and now on the other end, Arizona takes it to them. A tough break. And that's got to sting.
That one hurts. You know you should never have given that one up. It's also tilting. You missed the double tap by a margin of...
And you shouldn't, you just got to put it on net.
Yep.
Now towards net, JoJo. Get it out to the sideline. Keeping the ball close. Making the defenders make the first move. Now centered across to the middle. Cargo up in the air. Bouncing off the ceiling. Busso attempting to clear. JoJo sends it right back in. Dream is there. Fire cutting out Titanium and getting the challenge on Dream. Fire, a 50-50 machine.
Always has been all year long for U of A. Get the ball going the other way. Quick to the ball, puts pressure on the defense to be aggressive. That is definitely a great asset to have when you've got three aggressive players like JoJo, Fire, and Cargo.
Dream sees his teammate over there, Busso. Busso getting challenged. Time running out for Northern Virginia.
Oh, they catch him?
Oh, good pass out to the middle. JoJo couldn't challenge it. And Titanium dunks it past for the goal.
For Nova. Dream feeling off the sidewall, and JoJo's right there, but doesn't get enough. Just floating too far, doesn't get the center of the ball, clips the edge, and Titanium, just enough speed to beat Fire rotating into the net. Massive equalizer.
Titanium, he was talked up by the UNT boys. Coming in clutch right there for Northern Virginia. And now, last chance, ball in the air. Dream doesn't let it hit, or doesn't touch it rather, lets it hit, and we've got overtime in game 3.
Big one for both teams.
This would be massive for momentum.
Whoa, dear.
A miss there. JoJo needs to get there quickly.
Cargo almost own goal off that backboard touch.
And this is where the momentum shifts. Cargo couldn't get much power on it. Fire wanted to get the demo on Dream. Shot towards net. Titanium can't get back. And Arizona, 28 seconds into overtime, get the win in game 3.
Popped over. Dream feeling doesn't make the follow-up touch. Cargo gets the perfect ground power shot. Just rips it over the head of Titanium.
As soon as he shot that,
he knew.
He was out of his chair. Yeah, he
popped off.
Popped out of his chair. Popped off in the game. And a big win for Arizona. Northern Virginia, they almost brought that back. That dunk in the last 9 seconds, that was an exciting game 3 wave.
Arizona finally breaks the trend. We finally had a team that scored first, not win the game. And a good one at that. Quite a valiant effort as they were able to bring that one back, send it into overtime. But Nova also rallying to get us into that overtime. But I felt like the best player on Arizona's team was the crossbar.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, you take what you get. And things have been going Arizona's way. Just thinking about some of the challenge bounces and then even that crossbar. But the reality is the crossbar is just sitting there. Someone's got to hit it, and it was Northern Virginia that decided to hit that crossbar. The net was wide open.
It was. I think it definitely catches them a little bit by surprise, because they get that pass across and then they launch up the field and they go, "Oh man, it's open. Hang on a second." And you're not trying to shoot the ball.
Yeah, you have such and it happens all the time where you have that split second where the net's open. And you have to get the perfect hit. And it is a very hard thing to do. And if that ball bounces off the backboard flat, it comes out, it's a double tap, no problem. But just that bounce, it's tilting. It is a tough thing to deal
Game
with.
3 of tough breaks.
Yeah.
That is the third overtime we've had today, and it's the third overtime loss for Nova right now. So definitely needing to find some way to strengthen things. I felt like in overtime they had a good start, a good kickoff, and then everything else was just a pockmarked defense. They had a lot of openings. Arizona finally find one. So we get into game number 4.
That triple commit definitely hurt, and a chance to start off again. Fire gets one off the kickoff, and
He's going to break his headset. He's getting hyped.
I think they're yelling at the Nova guy.
And Fire, that was such a good pass from Fire. Fire making multiple defenders miss, and then he gets that out to Cargo. 5 seconds in, the kickoff dominance continues for Arizona.
So we'll see if Nova find an answer. They need this one to force a Game 5 to have a chance to stay in the national championships. And it all starts here with forcing U of A out of your own half for the moment.
This is where we'll find out what Northern Virginia is made of. Down in the series, this is a must-win game. Otherwise, Northern Virginia will be eliminated. Fire, clear attempt. Dream caught out of position. Busso send it up the wall, can't recover in time. Now JoJo has a shot, a weak shot, easily saved by Dream.
Cargo just putting the pressure on the wall. Even if he's not able to really get a solid pass into the midfield, definitely trying to go for the demo on the wall and open up more space on the Nova defense and try and make them panic in here.
Demos can be so critical to success. We've seen it at every level of Rocket League. And even Fire last series talking about how demos took him out of the game. See if this starts to get physical. Ball bouncing out to JoJo. JoJo, a strong shot and a save from Titanium. Demo on Fire. That'll open up some space.
Oh, but no boost. Busso doesn't have any help, and actually it's open the other way.
Cargo with that wide open net will punch that in easily.
Cargo just waved bye-bye to the Nova players. He just looked over and goes, bye-bye.
I mean, he had a lot of space there. He might have thought they were moving out. Everyone on the opposite half, we saw 2 players up, and then the miss, or the just inability to get to the ball from Dream. See how they respond. A good flick.
Great flick.
Bouncing off the backboard, the miss, and off the post and in. That is how you respond. Northern Virginia aren't out yet.
Beautiful setup from Titanium. The nice 45-degree flick over the head of Fire. A little disappointed with himself for missing that read, and a great follow-up from Dream feeling. Not the cleanest finish, but as long as it goes in, they've got a lot of time to work with here. Nova not done yet.
Nova, plenty of time left on the clock. And they showed us in game 1 that they can take it to Arizona. Just have to clean up those defensive errors. Ball out to the middle. Fire first to it. Shot from him. And that's going to be denied. Busso attempting to get that upfield. Missing the boost originally. That'll slow him down a bit.
Just feels like Nova forced to constantly battle for the ball in the midfield. And after they win it, they have no boost, so they're just forced to push it long so they have time to grab some. And it's preventing them from really hanging onto the ball and getting the offense going.
They need some of that offense right now. So we just passed the halfway point. What could be the final game for Northern Virginia? Titanium. That ball gets popped up off the ceiling and down. Fire with the dribble control. It's just going to leave it. It's vulnerable. Titanium and Busso both have to get to that ball in time. Sent upfield. Fire off the ceiling and down. Cargo's there, but he misses.
You need to win this ball. Titanium's got to win this challenge.
JoJo Cats ends up winning it and gets the dunk with no boost. Weak shot towards the net. Cargo almost put that in. Now Busso off the backboard. Doesn't have enough boost for the second touch. Follow from Titanium. And Cargo and Fire both getting in each other's way, but JoJo comes through with the long clear.
Oh, great read from Busso. Nova finally managed to really break the Arizona pressure, but there's no follow-up on that touch, and it's right back to the other end.
This Northern Virginia team playing skittish. In game 1, they were all over Arizona. Arizona couldn't leave their half. Now we're starting to see some aggression. The demo. Cargo off the ceiling. Tries to get it out to fire, but it's back to the corner. Busso picking up boost. Titanium will send this off to the side. Under a minute left. Titanium, dunk by Fire. The dunk from Cargo, and that floats in.
Hat trick for planting Cargo. A wonderful challenge from Fire to pop that out, and he immediately wheeled around to just go after that ball and force the challenge, and it goes right into the net and devastating for the Nighthawks.
If there's one thing that Arizona has done incredibly well this series, it has been winning challenges over and over, and that was the biggest of them all. A cushion, but
done.
Titanium getting to the ball off this pass from Dream.
Get it right back, pops into the middle. Excellent read. JoJo is trying to track that ball as it took a quick pop off that corner. Just couldn't make the read in time, and Titanium drills it, so still life.
Still life, but it's coming down to the wire. Northern Virginia, 30 seconds left to tie this up, or they are out. Cleared up field, big clear opportunity for Dream, gets it out to Titanium.
Whoa.
Fire there, but it's off the ceiling.
Missed the
Busso!
demo.
That was a chance to demo out the last defender.
They had all the pieces, but it wasn't executed properly. They win the next challenge, last chance for Nova.
JoJo's last, trying to buy time. Gets it out, Dream is there. Off the wall, Busso keeps it up.
Oh my goodness, you're kidding.
Titanium! Off the post and out! And that is how it ends for Northern Virginia as Arizona holds on in the final seconds. And they will be moving on.
They had it all. They had it all. And it comes crumbling down, and it pixels away. All series long, it feels like, for Nova. Right there at the end, it came down to one touch. Goes off the post.
Oh my, that was an exciting finish, and that is what you love to see. If you're a Rocket League fan, when it's all coming down to that last play, all or nothing. And they come up just short, but still that was entertaining to say the least.
A well-deserved win for U of A. Nova, you came out swinging, you put up a good fight, and every single game they lost, 1-goal games. They come back next year a little bit more experienced, a little bit more calm, cool, collected on defense. Maybe things go their way, but at the end of the day, U of A come out swinging back, and they win.
They certainly do, but for Arizona, let's talk about them. That first game, it did not look pretty from Arizona. Arizona, like you said, in a headlock. And it seemed like that might be an indicator on how the series was going to go. But in that game, too, they really started to come alive. They were getting aggression, winning key challenges, and also putting away goals when they had to, when they got the opportunities.
I'll tell you what, we said our piece. I picked Nova. What'd you pick? You picked U of A. So what did you guys at home think over on Twitch chat? Close, 53-47. And again, Nova getting a lot of support from everybody at home, so good on you guys, and I respect the choice. But at the end of the day, the Wildcats come out victorious. A good win for them, and they will go on to face the loser of UNT and Akron.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see how that series shapes up. But I think for Arizona, they're going to take this win, and they're going to be happy with it.
Well, tell you what, we've got the king of CRL waiting on the stage to talk to Wavepunk. Let's go ahead and hear his thoughts on the series.
The king is here, and my question is, what's the king doing in the lower bracket right now? I feel like you should be in the upper bracket, right? What's the king doing in the lower bracket?
All right. Honestly, we felt bad for Akron and UNT. I mean, like, come on. We got to give them a break, right? Last year we pounded both of them, so we'll let them have fun in the upper bracket.
They want better competition, okay. So you're just doing what's best for your kingdom. I get you. Okay, cool. So speaking of Akron, okay, they have not been to Game 5. You guys tried. Like, how do you feel about Akron this season right now?
I don't know. The first 2 games we got whooped, I'll admit it. But, like, after that, it was our game. We should have closed it out, but it's okay. We'll get it.
Okay, cool. Now, they're going up against UNT in this next match. The loser faces off against you guys. You want the rematch? You want UNT?
I don't mind. Whoever we play, we 4-0 them, so.
4-0 no matter who it is. These guys want the rematch. I want to see a rematch, too.
Yeah, I don't mind, honestly. I mean, I always love playing against Dylan, but I mean, Tristan played like crap earlier, so.
Man, they said Tristan was the reason they'd never been to Game 5. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to let you guys go get set up for your next games here. Any last words for your fans?
Thank you for coming out and supporting us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. The Wildcats are in the house. Folks, it's been pretty crazy. We got 3 more matches to go. Use hashtag CRL19 online to tell us how you're feeling, and we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more CRL National Championship right here.